Hi, I'm Mary Waldner. I am the founder of Mary's Gone Crackers. This is a company we started a little over 5 years ago. It was a recipe that I made in my kitchen after I was diagnosed with celiac disease. Celiac disease is actually gluten intolerance, which means no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. So that's pretty limiting for a lot of people, and I created these crackers so that I would have something to eat, especially when I went out to restaurants and parties, because all the dips, all the cheeses, I couldn't do anything. And I had the idea for a recipe. I wasn't sure what it was going to be, but I kept playing with it until it came out to be this cracker, which turned out to be very tasty, and I really liked them. And I started making them by hand for years, and I took them in little bags with me wherever I went so I would have something to munch on, especially when in restaurants when people are eating baskets of bread and I couldn't eat anything and I'd be starving, and so these worked. And then over the years I watched people eat them and go crazy over them. Not like a normal reaction to a cracker. I thought, this is unusual. Kids, little kids, teenagers, adults, everywhere I went. These are great. Where did you get them? And after years of this, one morning I woke up and said to my husband, you know, I think we need to manufacture them. And in 2004, we started this company. Being a health nut that I always was, I took the whole grains that I ate at home, which was brown rice, quinoa, which is a high protein grain from Ecuador and Bolivia, whole natural sesame seeds, and flax seeds. So other than the whole grains and seeds that you see, there's a little bit of tamari and there's a little bit of salt, and that's it. There's no oil, there's no sugar, no added fat, there's no trans fats in these products. Because of the flaxseed and the whole grain, there's a high omega-3 fatty acids, which are really good for you. There's high fiber. So they're a nutritious cracker. Talking to people who've never had them before, I like to direct people to the original. It's the most neutral flavor. It's also the best seller. It's also the winner of the Most Outstanding Cracker Award from the New York Fancy Food Show last year, which was quite a high point for me. And then we have caraway crackers as well, herb, which is rosemary and garlic, onion, and black pepper. We don't tell people how they're made because it's proprietary, but we can say they're not extruded, they're not made at a high temperature, they're made in a unique fashion. Most crackers are a dough that's rolled out and cut. We can't do that with these because they're all whole grain. They don't make a normal cracker dough. So they're unique. We had to invent some machinery actually to figure out how to make these. So we now have a 54,000 square foot manufacturing facility in Gridley, California. It's certified organic, certified kosher, dedicated gluten-free and nut-free and dairy-free. So these are also a vegan product. Again, we appeal obviously to an allergy crowd, but more people eat these that don't need to eat them. They eat them because they love them. I want to talk also about our sticks and twigs, which have been out for about a year. They're also made with all whole grains and seeds. We started with the same base of brown rice, flax, quinoa, and sesame seeds, and then we added millet, amaranth, red quinoa, and chia seeds. Now, chia is newly being used in food. It's higher in omega-3s than flaxseed. It's also more available because it doesn't have the really hard shell that flaxseed has. So these have higher fiber than the crackers, more omega-3, and they're really tasty. Again, the sea salt is the most neutral. The chipotle tomato has tomato paste and a little bit of chipotle, which has a nice pepper kick to it. And the curry has a great curry blend. It's not too spicy, it's not too sweet. I like to encourage people to try it. Some people are put off by the curry, just the idea of curry, but if they taste it, they'll be pleasantly surprised because it's quite tasty. These are good as a pretzel alternative. They can be found in the pretzel section. I like to say that pretzels are, you know, white flour and fat. You don't really need to eat pretzels if you can have a whole grain alternative. These are made with the same equipment. We use the crackers. It's not a high heat extrusion process. So all the nutrients are retained in here. The tamari, people have issues with soy. The chipotle and the curry do not have soy. All the other crackers and the sea salt have a tiny bit of tamari in them. I am also soy intolerant, so what I tell people is it's a very small amount. It's also, since it's a tamari, it's a fermented soy, so it's a much more digestible process. Most soy, like soy flour or whole soybeans, that's the issue for people who have soy allergies. But you know, if people don't want to eat soy, that's an issue there. Because our products are selling so well, you have to know that we have passed Kraft, Back to Nature, and Kellogg's Kashi crackers. Our original cracker are selling more in the country than those crackers. So these are not just an allergy product. These are a gourmet cracker and snacks that everyone loves. They're great with hummus. I like to serve them with hummus because it's a nice neutral if you're going to demo it with another product. But people can eat. I put peanut butter on them. I put jelly on them. I put salmon on. They're my bread, basically. So you can eat them with anything. They're really delicious. You can hear that I promote whole grain and fiber and nutrition. In my previous life, I was a psychologist. I was in private practice in Oakland, California for 26 years. I'm very concerned about people eating well, eating nutritiously, really nourishing their bodies. And that's behind everything that we make at Mary's Gone Crackers. There's not ever going to be a product that I make that's full of junk. But I also know that people need to eat things that taste really good. There's no reason that you can't have both. And that's part of our agenda at our company. Another thing that's helpful to know is that we have built an amazing team of people in California that have a lot of pride in what they do and are really excited about this company and about our products. So there's a lot of love behind the company and that goes into the products, and that's what you're part of as you demo this product. I want you to exude the enthusiasm and the love for these products that are behind them. Okay, thanks.